Your ability to transcend and overcome everything that comes your way is made better through practice. You do one thing that you see the success from. And how do you class success? If you want success on every turn, how do you class success? Isn't success just staying high flying with that grand perspective regardless of what's going on? Is that not success? How much more success do you need than someone who can remain high flying, soaring above it all without getting caught up with all the mud dwellers? Is that not success? Is it not depending on how much money you have? Is it not depending on the car that you drive, or the person that you're dating, or the family that you have, or the money you have in investments, or the amount of houses that you have, or your healthy status, the size of your muscles, the beauty of your face, the way you look in the mirror, the clothes that you wear, the items that you use, the things that you participate in, the clubs that you are affiliated with, the political parties that you lean towards? How many of those things really matter? Success is being free from it all, being able to soar freely above and beyond all the mud dwelling that's going on, because there is a lot of mud dwelling. There is a lot of making mud pies and throwing them at each other, all at that ground level, mixing it up and dashing for their last little attempt at something fun. But there you are with your wings spread wide and you're flying high above it all majestically, with all the peace and the love that you can muster, that you have gained or you haven't gained, or the fact that you've succeeded or you haven't succeeded. That all just depends on the way that you see it with your mind, you see. How do you change an outcome of a thing? You change the outcome of a thing by the way that you interpret it. Because just as something happens to one person, they think it's the abysmal failure and they're ready to end their life because of it. Another one looks at it from a completely different perspective and gains energy and rises up even further and higher because of it. So what is one person over the other? Is that not a successful person at work? Someone who knows how to generate feelings of well-being and abundance regardless of whatever the signs and symptoms are. One person will be bitten by a snake, and they'll look at the snake bite and they'll see the snake and they'll think about the fangs and the poison that's in their body, and they'll be dead in a couple of minutes. Another person will get a snake bite and it won't be troubling to them at all. It's just a mere scratch, and they've learnt how to empower themselves and rise above all toxins, including poisons in their blood. They're not fearful and they're not prone to anything overwhelming them. They are able flyers. They are able seekers. They are high flyers, and they rise above it all, regardless of what's going on. And that's the way you need to be in life. You need to find that way how to generate the high-flying outcomes for yourself by looking at life through a grand scape that serves you. You choose. Opportunities are a creative function, you see. Because someone who is alive and well, someone who is free-flying, someone who is having fun with it all, are in their highest creative flow and energy. So they'll always look at life through the available creatingness outworking towards their opportunities. They will make their own opportunities even from their creative prowess, you see. Not bound up in all the details, you're just not bound up in all the happenstance, you're not bound up in all the laws and the legislations and the malpractices and all the so-called professionals and so-called doubters and doomsdayers and do-gooders. All those people are irrelevant. All it just comes down to you and how you're perceiving it and how you're enjoying the unfolding of the outworking of the choices that you make. It's just a matter about opening up the pathways. It's just a matter of being a part of it. It's just about opening up the gates and allowing the energy to be transpired between one object and another. It's just a flowing. When you're an open vessel, you're not closed to things, and you're able to feel the pulsation, the energy flow, the liberty and the freedom and the uniqueness and the eternalness and the love and the joy and the peace of all that is.